What's up everybody, my name's Andy and welcome back to Kit Guru. Elgato are leaders in the streaming world, known for creating some of the best streaming aids that you can think of, with a diverse range of capture cards for any situation, smart LED panels that easily fit behind your desk setup, and Stream Deck macro pads that are almost essential for all streamers. We thought they'd covered everything you would need, but we were wrong. They've pulled another ace out of their sleeve. It's been teased for some time now, but prepare to be washed away by the Wave 3. Or Wave colon 3? Wave smiley cute face? We'll let you decide what it's called. Elgato know that every streamer needs a microphone, more so than a webcam, and they also know that getting all of your audio set up just right can be one of the biggest headaches for streamers to get right. They're aiming to change that, as the Wave is not just any old microphone, it's a high quality condenser microphone with its own unique mixing software, built alongside professional sound engineers from Lewitt. It may not sound that exciting at first, but it really is, and we're going to find out why you should be excited by this yourselves. Launching on the 18th of June, the Wave 3 will be on the market for $159.99. Now, straight off the bat, I want to say that this is a USB microphone and it has no XLR capabilities at all. The box is consistent with all other Elgato products, and I do really enjoy their presentation, with cool blue styling, great information on the box, and product shots. What you get inside is the Wave 3 microphone itself, a USB-C to USB-A cable, a desktop stand, a boom arm adapter, and a quick start guide. The inclusion of the boom adapter is something so simple, but something that I really do appreciate. I absolutely detest desktop mic stands for various reasons. They're clumsy, they're always in the way, and they cause vibrations to travel to the microphone capsule, which causes unnecessary noise. Boom arms instantly minimize these vibrations and let you position the mic perfectly. With many USB mics, you have to search high and low on the internet to find the correct adapter size for the boom attachment, but not with the Wave 3, as it comes with it. What's even better is the threading on the adapter is actually metal instead of plastic, and obviously plastic easily wears out when threading onto a metal boom arm, so this is a great thing. Thank you so much, Elgato. The microphone comes attached to the metal desk stand, pre-assembled, so no need to put anything together. The stand is sturdy and has a large foam pad on the base to try and minimize those vibrations, but my advice would be to just buy a boom arm right off the bat, and these vary in price between £10 way past £100, as you can see here. But any boom arm will do, as the microphone, once detached from the stand that it comes with, includes a mounting frame. So just screw it onto the adapter and then onto the boom arm. And luckily the microphone is also really lightweight at just 280 grams by my weighing. This is very light in comparison to my Rode pod mic, which weighs in at a whopping 937 grams. And obviously that means that even the cheapest boom arm won't struggle with the Wave attached. Unscrewing the Wave from the base leaves that mounting frame, like I mentioned, and I love the style of these mounts, as it's clearly influenced by the famous Rode SM7B mounting system, just like the Rode pod mic has too. This is by far my favourite style of mount, as it lets the mic move freely, forwards and backwards, letting you lean it towards your preferred angle when attached to the desk, whether it's by stand or on a boom arm. This mounting frame can be detached by the thumb screws easily, but there's no reason to do this unless you plan on buying Elgato's shock mount and external pop filter add-ons, but I do not have those, so I can't, let you know about them. The mic's housing and mount frames are both made out of plastic, and this keeps the weight down considerably, but it does make it more prone to damage if dropped. The grille around the capsule is metal though. We have a completely black colorway, thankfully no gloss accents in sight, and the matte finish all around doesn't attract fingerprints. On the front of the microphone we have Elgato's logo found on the grille, and I do think this keeps a nice aesthetic. It's stylish and clean. Underneath we have 3 LEDs with icons above them indicating which mode that you have selected, and you can do so via the adjustment knob underneath. Pressing the knob in changes the selection from mic gain, monitor volume if using headphones, and PC/mic mix. that adjusts the mix of monitoring the PC audio played through the headphone output. Once selected, simply turning the dial lets you adjust the setting. Above the dial and below the LEDs, we have another row of 7 LEDs that indicate how much adjustment you have made with that dial. Flipping the mic over, we have a single USB-C port, another great thing to see, especially in 2020. I really dislike when people still put micro USBs on things, and also a 3.5mm headphone jack for monitoring the changeable options on the front that I mentioned earlier. Don't worry either, there is a super handy mute button found on the top of the microphone. Well, it's not really a button as such, but it's a capacitive touch panel, and it only takes the lightest of touches to operate. And this is actually very handy, as physical buttons that need to be pressed in and activated will send more vibration through the capsule and obviously cause more noise, and we don't want that. The capacitive panel ensures no excess vibrations are caused, but I am a bit worried about the selection changer on the front though, as you do have to press that knob right in and click it to activate the switch. Doing so means you have to hold the microphone still to be able to press that button in, otherwise the mic just spins around on the mount. We'll see if this causes any excess noise later when we do our tests. The Wave 3 is a condenser microphone, and that means that it's incredibly sensitive at picking up a wide range of frequencies. It has a cardioid pickup pattern, and it means it's more sensitive at capturing sounds in the front whilst aiming to minimize pickup from the sides and the back. However, due to being a condenser microphone, it will still pick up from any direction though. A disadvantage for condenser mics is that they will pick up sound from far away. So if you've got roadworks outside your house, or you've got aircon or fans or PC noise or just kids in the other room, it's going to pick up everything. But the advantage is that due to having a wide range of frequency response, it will make your voice sound great, as it's not chopping out any of the frequencies on the highs or the lows. The unwanted background noise can be minimized with audio filters applied by software, but in general, I'd advise only buying a condenser mic if you are only planning to record one source. So if you're streaming by yourself, this is absolutely ideal. But if you want to stream with someone else or start a podcast, then condenser mics are definitely not for you. Instead, you want to look at dynamic mics and have one of those for each speaker. Another cool feature that the Wave 3 has is an inbuilt pop filter. This is multi-layered to minimize plosives, but we will find out how good this is when we do our tests. You can also buy an external pop filter to really completely cut out the plosives if you wish. The Wave 3 also has ClipGuard. Elgato claim that you will never hit red. Built into the analog to digital converter, they claim it will automatically reduce clipping before sending it through to the PC. I'm very intrigued by this, because if it works, then this really is something special. Before we check out the software that's available, let's do some out-of-the-box audio tests. As we are doing straight from the box tests, I'll use the included stand instead of a boom arm, since it doesn't come with one. Correct placement of the mic is about 2 fists away from your mouth and angled towards the source. Elgato recommends starting with the gain around 40% or 2 LEDs lit on the gain panel to minimize background noise, so let's do just that. Here's a straight into the PC recording. No filters, effects or EQ, and the gain is set on the mic to 40% as recommended by Elgato. The only adjustment I may make is boosting the audio volume when I edit this video if needed. This is me talking normally, this is me talking quietly, and this is me talking loudly. Now let's do a plosive test to test the inbuilt pop filter. So t, k, p, d, g, b. Paper, pick, team, get, s, p, 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 k, k. Now let's test the ClipGuard technology to see if the audio clips and blows out. This is me talking really loudly to see if it can deal with clipping without me needing to adjust the settings. Now I'm going to press the capacitive mute button to see if that is audible. So that was muted and then unmuted, and it worked really, really quickly when I pressed it. Now let's press the adjustment button to see if that is audible. Here's a keyboard test for you. So that is the microphone in front of the keyboard on the stand, and I am talking with the keyboard obviously behind the microphone. And let me just talk over that whilst I'm doing that again. So I'm talking now just to see if you can hear, you know, how badly the keyboard picks up behind it. And now I'll just do another one quickly where it's just the keyboard. And finally, I'm going to increase the gain so you can hear just how much condenser mics pick up. So I'm not going to talk because it probably will clip despite the technology, but you should be able to hear, you know, my computer fans on, maybe even the birds outside. We'll find out, won't we? So I'm going to increase it now. And now we're back down to 40% or 2 LED lights lit. And that's our audio test for the Elgato Wave 3. So there's the audio test. What do you guys think of it? Let us know down in the comments. Now, personally, I think the Wave 3 sounds absolutely fantastic straight out of the box. There's no denying that. This has to be the best USB microphone that I've reviewed here on Kit Guru. Being a condenser mic, it's really captured all the nuances in my voice straight off the bat. I'm impressed by the quality for sure, because usually mics need tweaking straight out of the box to sound good. It handled the different volumes very well. When I whispered and shouted, almost as if a compressor was applied. It did very well with the plosive test. I only noticed that one got through, but to be honest, for an inbuilt pop filter, it actually did very well. The ClipGuard technology worked excellently too, and I'm really surprised by this. Not once did my voice distort or clip, and honestly, that was just straight out of the box, just USB in and just recording. I didn't even install the software to do this, so that's something to note. The capacitive mute button was heard when I pressed it, but only slightly, and I could have maybe been a bit lighter on the touch. The worst result was from the adjustment knob on the front though. Turning the dial was audible, and obviously pressing that button in was even more noticeable, but you could definitely set your settings first to minimize the need to adjust them when live, so bear that in mind. The cardioid pickup pattern sadly doesn't really reject sound from behind or besides the mic, as it is a condenser microphone, which you heard on the keyboard test that I did. Upping the gain really showed off just how many frequencies get picked up with a condenser microphone, and if you did the same test with a dynamic mic, you still wouldn't hear anything at all, but that's the price you'll pay for greater microphone quality with no additional tweaking. But overall, I'm actually stunned by just how good this USB microphone sounds. Now notice that I keep saying USB, because for USB microphones, they usually aren't that great, but this one is actually very good. Now let's check out the Wavelink software, and I am excited about this one. First of all, you must connect your Wave 3 microphone for the app to launch. So I was trying to be a bit cheeky here. I was going to see if I could use a different microphone, but it wouldn't let me. The software lets you really customize and set up your stream exactly how you'd like to. No need to use apps like Voicemeeter, as you can separate your PC's audio into separate virtual channels so that you can adjust the input from games, music, voice chat, and more. This lets you control your levels perfectly and have them sent out to your stream just how you want them at their own volume setting, whilst having your own separate volume for monitoring. You can adjust the levels for yourself on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side adjust the volume that will be sent out to the stream. So just a note here, you can have, say, music being sent to the stream, but then you can take it away from your own monitoring, which is really nice. To listen to the stream mix and to hear how the stream will sound, click the little ear in the bottom right and click it again to go back to your own monitoring. You can rename channels, select the input, open Windows sound settings to route specific programs to their channels, such as Chrome, for example. If you're using your browser source to listen to music from YouTube, then you can link that channel's level whilst having a separate monitor mix and stream mix. To add Wavelink into OBS, open Settings, go to Audio tab and set Wavelink Stream as mix/auxiliary device, but make sure your sample rate is set to 48 kHz. Now overall, this software is absolutely excellent. I've only just scratched the surface with a quick overview, because honestly, I would be here all day talking about the possibilities that this opens up. Elgato have managed to make something much more than just a microphone here. They've really created a full rounded package. If you're new to streaming or you're looking to upgrade your basic mic, headset mic, or you're just after a better USB microphone, then you absolutely need the Wave 3. If you're already using high quality XLR mics with interfaces, mixers and more, then this probably isn't for you. Now personally, I don't use condenser mics at all, nor do I use USB. I use dynamic XLR microphones into an interface as my wife and I stream together. Now what I would absolutely love for Elgato to do next after the Wave is to create their own USB-C Wave audio interface with at least 2 XLR inputs so that you can use the mics of your choice whilst using the Wavelink software. Now this would be absolutely excellent for professional, prosumer streamers and content creators or podcast users, and even give GoXLR a run for their money, as they haven't got a dual XLR input device available yet. But if Elgato made such a thing, I would buy it instantly, and I'm pretty sure many others would as well. If you're after a USB microphone, then definitely get the Wave 3 from Elgato. So if you've liked this video, hit that thumbs up, let us know why down in the comments. Hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, check out our merchandise down below, check us out on Twitter, and check our website daily for tech news. I've been Andy, this is Kit Guru, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.